Happy morning, children. In the previous class, that is, in the previous chapter, we saw the Sultans of Delhi. What were the dynasties we saw? In Sultans of Delhi, during the rules of Sultans, we saw different dynasties like Slave Dynasty, Khilji Dynasty, Tughlaq Dynasty, and how their administration was there, and how the society, how the economical status, that is financial condition, in order to improve the financial conditions and in order to expand their territory, how the taxation was raised, and what are all the military forces they have been raised. All those things we saw, and we also saw who are the kings they ruled. Like in slave dynasty, Qutb bin Aibak, Iltutmish, and his daughter Razia Sultan, Nazirud Muhammad Balban, and when slave dynasty got ended, Khilji dynasty began, and during the Khilji dynasty, Alauddin Khilji ruled the Khilji dynasty, and we also saw the Tughlaq dynasty. Tughlaq dynasty was ruled for nearly 100 years, and Ghiyazuddin Tughlaq was the father of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and Muhammad bin Tughlaq came up with the new taxation policies, but the people were unable to pay the taxes in the Derb region, and he also provided certain measures, relief measures for the people, and he started, in order to expand his territory, he shifted the capital from Delhi to Devgiri, and which he renamed at Daulatabad. And there were two factors for shifting of capital. One is for his administrative convenience and the security. And he also came up with the issue of the token currency, which is of made out of silver coins as well as copper coins, isn't it? And he tried to expand his region by sending expedition to Kuranas and along with with his military support. And Firoz Shah Tughlaq made all changes whatever been Muhammad bin Tughlaq has come up with the new taxes. He abolished all those taxes and he made the people's welfare taxes, or which is payable by the people, and for the welfare of the people he made it all the changes in the taxation policy. And we also saw the administration in the sultans and society, economy, and how the decline. The last ruler of Tughlaq dynasty was Naziruddin, and he was defeated by the Timur invention in 1398. And Timur was the founder of the Timurid dynasty in Central Asia. And the Ibrahim Lodi was defeated by Babur in the first battle of Panipat. After the decline of Tughlaq dynasty, the Sayyid dynasty was established, but it was not overruled for a longer period, and Lodi dynasty was came into existence. But the Lodi dynasty, the ruler Ibrahim Lodi was defeated by Babur. All these things we saw in the previous chapter. But today's chapter, we are going to begin with the new chapter, that is Mughal Empire. Once the Sultanate's rule got ended, India ruled. We started beginning with the Mughal emperors. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about the introduction to Mughal, how this Mughal emperor came to rule India, and who are all the kings ruled India in the Mughal empire. So children, today's class is going to be started with the new chapter, that is the Mughal empire. So children, when we consider the ruling of India and when we consider the history, the Indian history has been classified into ancient first, then medieval, and the last one is modern. When we consider the medieval period in India began from 8th century and it continued till the 18th century. That is, the medieval period has been ruled between 8th century and the 18th century, which we saw in the first chapter, isn't it? During this period, many Indian history several changes took place in the Indian subcontinent, and it is divided into medieval period is been divided into two phases. One is early medieval period and the late medieval period. This which is also you studied in the earlier chapter. So the earlier medieval period ended with the till 13th century, and it's ruled by Palas, Pratiharas, Cholas, and Rajputs. Whereas The late medieval period begins from 13th century and ends with the 18th century. So the medieval period of India is been classified into two. Which are they? One is early medieval period and the second is late medieval period. And the early medieval period starts from, it ended with till the 18th century, that is 13th century, and it was ruled by Palas, Pratiharas, Cholas and Rajputs. Whereas the late medieval period phase begins from 13th century and it tells end with the 18th century. Basically medieval period is classified into two. One is early and the second one is late. Early ended with the 13th century and the late started with from the 13th century. During this century, the great rulers were, one is Sultanates and the other was Mughals. Sultanates we studied in the previous chapter, isn't it? So coming to the today's topic is Mughal Empire. During the first battle of Panipat, it was marked. This first battle of Panipat tells about the end of Delhi Sultanates, rulers of Delhi Sultans, and it started beginning of the great Mughal emperors. It is nothing but the rulers of the Delhi was got ended and it started beginning of the ruling of the Mughal empire. And who was the king ruled? Babur. So Babur was defeated by Ibrahim Lodi. And the last ruler of the Lodi dynasty in the Delhi Sultans was Ibrahim Lodi, and who defeated by Babur in 1520.